There's something out there. I'm coming with you.
You can't.
I'm trying to protect you.
Protect me from what?
Hi, Jane and Amber. Thanks very much for speaking with us. Howard from CinemaChords.
Hello.
How is London treating you? And congratulations on a fantastic movie, which is, for me, I mean, the first Predator movie was up there for me, and this is pretty much up there as well. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So I'm really it must be great for you to be able not only just to be in one of the biggest franchises that there is on the planet and the universe, no, but to be able to be in that franchise and to be able to kind of come at it with the Comanche native kind of background. That must be fantastic for you. How did you both get involved, and what was really important for you to bring to the franchise from your own background?
I mean, I got involved the first time that I remember auditioning was like February of 2020. So quite a while ago. And, you know, this is the first time I met Dan. It was over Skype. And I didn't know that this was a Predator movie. I just knew that it was about a young Comanche woman who wanted to be a hunter. And I think, you know, obviously he's just like a phenomenally talented director. So I was a big fan just from that. I thought that it was really interesting. And then, yeah, I mean, very proud, obviously, like over the last, I guess that was, you know, over 2 years ago. So seeing it like shape out, just very proud, you know, and very excited about it. You know, if I wasn't in it, I would still be excited about it. I'd still be excited to watch it because I think that the concept is really interesting. And I, you know, having seen it now a couple of times, I think that, you know, Dan and everybody who was involved, I think that like the talent, you know, in my opinion, I think the talent shows.
Definitely. I mean, Jane, I was reading some of the excerpts were saying that you were very, very hands-on and went beyond kind of the call of duty to really be there every day and make sure that everything came across as you wanted it to be, as authentic as possible. So that, how did you kind of balance making sure that it was going to be faithful for fans of the kind of the franchise, but also be able to intertwine the Comanche lore into the film so that it was going to be authentic for both the fans of the franchise and kind of people who come from this, you know, the origins of the Comanche nation, no?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, Dan is brilliant for coupling those two types of culture, you know, because the Predator franchise has a huge fan base. But then, you know, people love Native Americans as well. And so when I first heard about the project, I was interviewing for a lot of different things during the pandemic because everything shut down, right? So things started moving again. And this was the last thing that I actually interviewed for. But when I saw what it was about, I was like, oh my God. And it is Comanche. I'm an enrolled Comanche tribal member. And I am also Blackfeet. So in order for me to like work on something that's my own culture, my own language, you know, everything is really amazing, because most of the time when I work as a producer with native content may only be like 20% to 25% of the film. And this film is like 110% of Comanche content. So it's really quite incredible. And the reason why I say 110%, that extra 10% is the language dub. We did a full Comanche language dub in post-production. So, which is great for the viewers because only on streaming would you be able to do that, because you can watch it twice. You can watch it in English and then you can watch it in Comanche. So that's a huge undertaking. That's the first time that we've ever had a movie in the Comanche language. And it's the first time that there's ever been a brand new movie in a native language.
Mm-hmm. And I feel, I mean, I wasn't sure how this film was going to play out because obviously it takes a very different kind of narrative path now. But I feel that because it does go down this Comanche native path, that was what makes it so special compared to the original, and brought something original and new that we hadn't seen before.
Absolutely, but it's Amber that makes it special.
Oh yeah, of course, as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But yes, the fact that it is, you know, set 300 years ago in the 1700s, I think is brilliant. You know, for me, being able to be on the set every day and just being a part of, you know, set deck, being a part of props. I mean, I was a part of everything. So in order to kind of, it's like I'm living in, where my ancestors lived, and getting to do things like they used to do, and just seeing this really beautiful picture. So, I mean, this is it's been an incredible journey.
When she said she's hands-on, she really was. My favorite story about this is that there's a scene with a baby, and the baby walks by. And well, I keep saying this, the baby does not walk by. The baby's a baby. Somebody is carrying the baby and she walks by. But the baby is in a cradle board, which is like, old style. Like that's like what we really had. And, obviously like, cause that's Comanche culture. It's like, not everybody just automatically is like, oh yeah, cradle board. I know how to make that. So they tried, and then Jane took it home over the weekend. She literally made the cradle board for the movie. So this is just like one scene of like, one piece of it. So it's like when we say like, oh yeah, she was really there, like really involved. I mean, like she was like making things over the weekend, like, all kinds of stuff.
Why do you want to hunt? Because you all think that I can't.
So my tribes are Lakota, Nakota, and Dakota.
Right.
And we shot on Stoney Nakoda Reserve land. So I'm not Stoney Nakoda, I'm Shahia Nakoda, but they're both Nakota. So that just means like a different band of Nakota, right? Like, so there's different, types. So it was just neat for me because I grew up in my culture, but I grew up in the Southwest, and Southwest tribes are very different from like I'm a Plains tribe, like Comanche people. So I grew up around tribes that were very different. So it was cool to me to be able to shoot on Stoney Nakoda Reserve land, which is not, that's not my tribe. That's not where I'm enrolled, but it's all people who are similar to me. And like, we like went into a gas station at one point and everybody in there spoke Nakota. And like, that's, a language that I like grew up hearing those words in my house. Like that kind of stuff was really cool.
I saw a sign in the sky. I'm ready. Maui, Nita.
Something else that I felt really helped to kind of bolster the film, make it something really special, was the fact that it felt almost like a meditation on gender bias, which I felt played a really important role, not just because of kind of the Comanche natives, but the whole film in general. And obviously it's a very timely, it always has been a very timely kind of narrative. That must have been something that resonated with both of you in the industry that you're working as well, no?
Yeah, I think that, the thing that's important, I think, to understand is that like there were female warriors, like there was like a war society and there were like women who would battle. So the thing is not like, oh, no women fight ever, and that's why she can't hunt. It's honestly more personal that the people around her are saying, we know you and we don't think this is suited for you. And that almost makes it more hurtful. It's not a like taking down the patriarchy story. It's more of an individual story of like pursuing the thing that you feel drawn to when others are saying no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're just running out of time, so I'll just leave you with one last question. I was reading in the press notes, Amber, that when you first saw the Predator all dressed up, you kind of, it wasn't that it freaked you out, but you kind of imagined how you would be able to take this creature down yourself.
The first thing
so
I
how
thought
did you get?
I can take it.
Yeah, that was what you thought. You can take it.
I was like, oh, that, and then I was immediately like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that was just like my Nadu brain speaking or something. But yeah, because I like looked at it and, obviously it is like large and intimidating and all that stuff. But yeah, that was just like that was like both like my Nadu brain kicked in and then also like reeled back. And then, and then it was just me being like mesmerized by like the suit and the mechanics and all the cool stuff and, how big it is.
Did you enjoy the movie?
I loved it. I cannot stop thinking about it. I've seen it twice back to back, and I don't usually do that. And I honestly, it's up there with the original for me. It's just fantastic. I loved it to bits.
Amazing.
And I don't usually, I mean, most of the sequels are not usually direct sequels, but I would love to see another film of this tag. It's fantastic. Loved it.
Yes.
So sadly, we're out of time, but I really appreciate your time because I love the film to bits. I can't wait for people to see it, and I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
Thank you.
All right, all the very best. Take care now.